Good morning, my name is Anita Benefor, and I will be doing my presentation today on sensory needs and autism. I am one of the placement students for a safer space. So what are sensory needs? Sensory autism needs are both hypersensitives and hyposensitive. So hyper would be over responsiveness to things, and under responsiveness to a wide range of stimuli. So what are some examples of this? Sights, touch, smell, taste, balance, and body awareness. So like the five senses. An example I have of this is at work. I currently work with one client where we do a routine with her every night before bed to settle her and to calm her anxieties. We turn off the lights. We plug in our humidifier, which happens to have different lighting preferences. So it's like rainbow colors, and then we fill it with water and a little bit of essential oil so it gets the room to smell good. So we're essentially heightening different senses that she likes. And we also accompany her with settling for bed with a nice temple massage with either one of the essential oils or lotion, and that really calms her down because she typically is very hyper. So doing that before bed usually helps with her staying asleep for the whole night. I want to show you an example of a really good sensory stimuli video. This is just how people who have autism feel. So I have an example of a really good sensory stimuli video called Listen, but it is not working. So I'm going to attach it to the bio in this video, and you can have a look at it once you finish watching this PowerPoint. So hyposensitivity. This is a low sensitivity to pain in a classic example. Another under responsiveness to the body signal that help control balance and physical coordination. This can result in clumsiness, which has long been associated with autism. How can you help somebody with autism-related sensitivities? Showing awareness and accommodation can help alleviate some of their tension or some of their anxieties. So some examples I do have of this are, there's two different clients that I work with. One of them has a really big sensory need for music, but only on his time. So not when I want to listen to music, but when he wants to listen to music. He has a playlist of songs that he listens to every single day. And he will also play with it's almost like a slinky, rubbery snake. He listens to the music, he'll dance, he'll bob his head while he has the snake in his hand and in the other hand doing it simultaneously. He does this to calm himself down when he's upset or when he's in a really good mood. We call it dance parties. And it seems to really calm him down. But again, he has to be in the state or in the space where he wants to do it. If I bring it up and he's not ready, he will tell me no. Or if I play music and he's not ready, he will tell me I'm not ready and he will turn it off. And then he will play it when he's ready. Another example I have is another client I work with who's very sensitive to touch and nature. So he thrives when he's outdoor. In the summertime, he will take off his shoes and his shirt and he will roll around in the sand or in the grass or in puddles. Currently in the winter, if there's ice or if there is a water puddle from melted snow or mud, he will purposely go in that and jump or splash himself around. So typically when we go on walks, we get him to take a shower when we come back because he will be very, very, very messy and dirty. But he really, really likes that stuff. That's when he's the most calm. Even if he's jumping around and screaming and laughing, he tends to be at peace when he's touching things. He likes to get very messy, very dirty, but that is something that he has a very big hyposensitivity to. And here I just have some of the differences between hypo and hypersensitivity. So with hyposensitivity, visual supports for those who have difficulty processing spoken information. So at my workplace, we have what we call PEC programs. So it is a visual schedule of different activities and tasks like chores, dinner time, computer time, quiet time, snack time. We print them out and then we stick them on Velcro onto the visual boards and we hang them up in the wall. Each client has their own, and we've made a schedule based on the PECs. So the clients themselves will come in and put their different PECs based on the times that they complete a task or a chore. Sometimes we set it up for them ahead of time or they do it, but the premise of it is for them to get better with scheduling their activities and to initiate things on their own. But having the visual of whatever the task is seems to really motivate them and help them. Whereas if we just tell them, okay, you need to go do your chore, they aren't as excited or motivated to do it. But if they see the picture, because they are so visual minded, it triggers them to want to complete the task. Another form of hyposensitivity is sensory stimulating toys. So like I said earlier, the client that really loves music, he has a Safe Chewy, which is a colorful green snake. We have one in yellow, I believe, too, but he tends to play with it, hold on to it when he's nervous, when he's happy, when he's doing schoolwork, when he's dancing. It's something that, really calms him down. Another example are opportunities for rocking, swinging, and other sensory stimulating activities. This same client, he tends to stim a lot. He tends to walk around, pace around when he's happy, when he's sad, when he's nervous. Another example are strong tasting or textured foods, cold beverages, etc. Firm touch. So this could be anything like a tap on the shoulder or a hug if they're receptive to a hug, if you ask and they said yes, or weighted blankets, especially when they are unsettled or don't want to sleep. I find the weighted blankets really work, especially also when they're upset. If you put a weighted blanket on them, it just kind of grounds them. Fun opportunities to practice physical skills, so catching, dancing, jumping, running. This is why we do the dance parties at my workplace with the kids when they are in good space, and it seems to really get their energies pumping and calms them down as well. And another example is furniture arrangements that reduce chances of bumping into sharp or hard surfaces. So some examples of hypersensitivity are dim lights, incandescent versus floral lighting, sunglasses or a visor to block overheat fluorescent lighting or the sun, maybe when we're taking a walk outside, earplugs or headphones in noisy environments, closed door or high wall work areas to block distracting sights and sounds, avoidance of strongly scented products. So an example with the closed door or high-walled work areas, I find with one of the clients when he is doing his online schooling, he cannot function or focus in class if he is on the main floor where the office is and where staff are coming in and out. So he has to either work in the lower level, which is the basement, but we've set it up really nicely, or in his bedroom with 1-to-1 staffing so that he can focus. When he's around too many things, if he sees the window, if he sees people coming in and out, it's too much stimuli for him and he has a difficult time staying on task in class. So what are some therapies to support sensory needs? Occupational therapy uses physical activities and strategies to help each person meet their sensory needs and better process sensory input in everyday environments. Autism feeding programs can also address aversions to taste and food textures, as well as under and over sensitivities that can hamper chewing and swallowing. Speech therapy can also include sensitivity, reducing and sensory stimulating activities that improve speech, swallowing, and related muscle movements. And last but not least, cognitive behavior therapy can gradually increase tolerance to overwhelming sensory experiences. That is the end of my presentation, and if you get a chance, please click the link in the description box. It'll have the stimuli video that I wanted to show. Thank you.